Hey, everybody. Welcome to today's Impromptu Live. I just sent out a little email to my list and I said, hey, everybody, I wanted to hang out. I wanted to do a little test run of a new format. So I'm going to be opening some of my live sessions to my audience members so that I can actually answer your questions live. And so today's session, I wanted to talk about what's working in 2026 for online business. I'm going to be sharing some trends that I'm seeing, and I'm going to be sharing what's actually working and what's not working. I'm sharing this from data from my own business and from the many business owners who I've helped in live sessions and in working in my accelerator. And I also wanted to mention before we jump in, my accelerator is now open. So the doors were closed for a little while there and it's now open. So that's at brendaturner.com/money. And you can access the accelerator. If you like to come and join us, that would be awesome. So let's jump in to, I'm going to actually start with a quick, just why I'm doing this session is because there's a lot of stuff going on in online business and everybody's talking about this trust recession. And a lot of people are talking about how the sky is falling. Like, I don't know if any of you guys have noticed that. How many of you guys have noticed that let me know in the chat. Hey, sister. Hey, Debbie. I don't know if you guys have noticed there's a flu going around and it's a lot of people talking about how terrible the economy is. And I understand the economy is a little bit on a downturn. There's a lot of people talking about how expensive ads are getting on Meta. A lot of business owners talking about how sales are down. In addition to the fact that summer slumps are definitely a thing. But I wanted to talk about how we could actually thrive in today's, like in this market and in this kind of climate. And so what I was thinking a lot about today was how basically there's nothing whatsoever that can beat the strategy that I'm about to give to you. So the first thing I wanted to start with, because we're all so heart-centered and because I'm in a room and all my audience is like some of the best minds in the whole universe, there's nothing that's going to beat basically your extra. What I found is the business owners who are really thriving right now is they're not buying into all of they're not catching the flu. So it's not like I'm telling everybody to deny reality, but our job as business owners is to keep our eyes really focused on the prize, which is serving our customers. And so being really good at what we do, having a clear mindset, really taking care of our body, mind, and spirit, that's actually what's really working. So I have a lot of acquaintances who are doing really well. And I've noticed that the common theme here is that they're acknowledging, yeah, there's stuff happening in the world for sure. And there's a lot of things that are really hard and heavy right now. And there's a lot of people, a lot of the leaders in the world, everybody who's on my channel tends to be leaders. There's a lot of stuff happening. There's a lot of upheaval. There's a lot of struggle for everybody globally. But those of us who are pulled to lead and be business owners and really make a difference in the world, so long as we're keeping our minds really focused on all the good, that we're here to do, that we're here to contribute, that's really the heart, I think, of how we thrive in this situation, because there's no shortage of people talking about how the sky is falling. There's no shortage of people talking about how bad things are all over the world and doom and gloom and all that stuff. So that's my first tip of what's working, is really keeping your mind all the way in the clouds and getting so Pollyanna with it. I don't care if people want to call me a Pollyanna. I'm a Pollyanna, baby. Keeping your head all the way up in the clouds, whatever you have to do to keep it up in the clouds. So that's the first thing. And I'm going to actually oscillate. So that's my first takeaway. Keep your head all the way up in the clouds, head firmly in the clouds, everybody. And now I'm going to actually bring Mark on because Mark has a question. And so Mark's going to ask a question. I'm here. And by the way, in the future, if you guys want to come up and ask me a question, I'm going to be doing these live kind of interactive formats so that you can get your questions answered and I can actually support you. This is a little bit like an office hours infused with some of the woo. Okay. So I'm going to bring Mark up, and let's go ahead and bring Mark up. Let's see here. Let me hide comments and bring Mark on the stage. Where is this? There's Mark. Okay, Mark. Hey, Mark.
Hey, Brenda. How you going?
I'm great. How are you?
Good, thanks. Good.
So what's up? How can I help you? What are you thinking about?
I was just checking my emails and I saw you were going live, so I thought I'd jump on. I didn't really know what this was all about, so
All right. Do you have
just a,
anything going on in your business
um,
that you're
well,
working through? Any
yeah,
questions
well,
that
just
maybe you need
yeah, well,
help with?
just a bit of a backstory.
Yeah.
I just found you on YouTube. It was probably only about 4 or 5 weeks ago,
Oh,
and I
wow.
was binge watching all your videos, to be honest.
All right.
And they really resonated with me in the sense that you were talking a lot about, just being in the moment, just stepping back and just creating your life's work and creating your vision, all those sort of things. So
Uh-huh.
I have dabbled in some online business coaching before. Basically, I help women over 40 with body composition, fat loss,
Oh,
gaining
nice.
strength and muscle.
Nice, nice, nice.
And yeah, I think one of the questions I have is one of the things I'm struggling with is just how to articulate my message to my audience so
Mhm.
it's more meaningful than just like generic fat loss and muscle gain and
Oh, I
body
love this
composition,
question.
you know?
Mark, this is actually perfect. This is divine timing. And one of the reasons I did this is because I knew the universe would come through and make it perfect. So what you're asking perfectly aligns with kind of the whole theme of the thing of what's working in 2026. So there's no shortage of people talking about nutrition. It's a dime a dozen. And that was actually, I love the question because I used to talk about that. I don't know if you saw any of my older videos, but that was like the first 6 years of my channel. If you
Mm.
sort by oldest, did you happen to see my older videos?
Oh, no, I haven't seen those ones. No.
Okay, if you sort by oldest, that was my very first video. I was a certified strength and conditioning specialist and nutritionist.
Yeah.
And so my first 6 years on YouTube, I was just doing health and fitness content. And my videos got like 1 million views, 200,000 views. It was really great. Um, and and anyway, now that was like way before. That was in 2008, before it was popular to be a creator. But now it's kind of an industry. And what I think is needed now more than ever is for teachers like you and business owners like you, how you really punch through and like infuse your true work is to really know what you stand for. So I'm going to ask you a question, and this is actually going to help everybody, all the business owners who tune in. So what's the hill you would die on that you're kind of scared to say? Is there anything you're kind of scared to say ever on your channel?
I wouldn't say I'm scared to say it, but the hill that I would die on is that women need to gain muscle.
Okay. Yeah.
That's what
Good.
I'm just solely focused on, that women need to be in the weights room,
Yeah.
lifting weights, doing strength training. They need
Yeah.
to move a bit more away from high intensity cardio or those
Mhm.
kind of boot camp style models, and they need to
Yeah.
learn how to strength train to build muscle.
And Pilates is big right now.
Oh, massive, yeah. Massive,
You
yeah.
should also do a deep dive on Pilates. Um,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
this is one example of taking inventory of the things that are kind of contrarian that you see like out in the wild. A lot of
yeah.
women follow Tracy Anderson. I don't know if you're familiar with her, but
No,
she's a Pilates queen. She's got these women doing stuff like this for like 4 hours.
yeah.
But we don't want to be negative with it, but we want to really share the stuff that is contrarian. And also, is there a part of you, are you already uploading?
Well, I do have an online program,
Mhm.
coaching
Do you
program.
have you uploaded YouTube videos?
Well, again, funnily enough, is that after watching you for the last 4 weeks, I just filmed my first one last week,
Great.
um,
Awesome.
and
Awesome.
I'm just editing
Awesome.
that.
Awesome.
I did your unscripting method. I did
Awesome.
all that,
Awesome.
copied all that, and so yeah, I did it all. I'm
Okay.
just editing it, and then I'm going to release it. Yeah,
Okay. So here's what's coming to mind, and this is what I'm going to leave you with, Mark. Okay. So
yeah.
I'm really proud of you for that first upload. Now I want you to think this is what I did. And I know that this is going to really help you so much. So a lot of people are coming to YouTube and they're trying to figure out like how to make a hit and how to get the algorithm to like them and all that. You're going to let go of all that. And you're going to actually show up as like, what's your favorite television show?
Seinfeld.
Okay. Well, you're not going to show up like Seinfeld, but you're going to pretend like this is a daytime television show that's never been seen before because it hasn't, because you're you. So it's like a primetime television show of Mark's variety show of when I first started, I was like, no women have ever had a cooking show. I was doing meal preps. A lot of it was meal preps. And I was like, you know what? Women aren't getting bodybuilding preps that are like, I was watching a lot of PBS cooking shows in the United States. We have something called PBS and it's just public access. So I was watching a bunch of cooking shows and I thought, what would be really cool if I make this like a goddamn television show and it's like bodybuilding for women and it's like Pee Wee Herman. And I was doing this weird mashup. So I want you to really stretch and think so big with how you approach it. I can tell you already are, but think as big as possible and treat it like a TV show. Not to put any pressure on you, but I'm saying it doesn't have to be like high production. Don't worry about the camera quality, but you're going to think so big with your ideas. And every week you're going to come to the blank page and you're going to think, okay, what's a big idea that would be like TV worthy? The ideas are really what matter here. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So when you're talking about make it like a TV show, do you mean regarding the editing or the way it's
No, I'm
way it's
talking
delivered,
about,
or
no, because if you watch like a public access show, there's some amazing public access shows that I really loved, like Mr. Rogers. That was actually quite low budget. What I mean is pretend like you have whatever the budget you have is. Like, let's say it's $100 a video. With that $100 budget, pretend like you're going to pitch each episode to ABC, but you only have $100 budget. So you have to make the most of what you have. I've never spent all that much on production quality. What I really took a lot of time on is like, okay, I had my kitchen, I had my potato for a camera, and then I had my ideas of my awesome cooking videos. Where I was like, what would be really cool? Five healthy recipes every Monday that would get women through the week. And I said, okay, that's a big idea. And it made me feel like this. I was so excited about it. So it's really mostly about your ideas and how big they are and how much they're going to
yeah.
really help your people.
Mm.
With health and fitness, the more you can really help them, the more that you actually get them results, the more they're going to buy your stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So you're good. You already know all the stuff. All you're going to do is show up and be you and do it in like the most, think as big as possible.
Yeah.
Let it rip is what I'm saying. Let it rip. Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, Mark.
All
Thanks
right.
so much.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
I appreciate that. That was awesome. Okay. And I'm going to actually give another tip of what's working. Okay. So that was awesome. The universe really kind of teed me up for that. Another thing that's really working in 2026 is experiences. Okay. So everybody who's here live, I would love it if you please put in the chat if you have a favorite experience that you've taken this year. Maybe it's my breakthrough challenge or whatever else it is. Please put in the chat if you've been to an experience that you really loved. What kind of experiences come to mind, even if it's out in nature? But people now in 2026, the buyer behavior, they really want experiences. So if you're a leader and a teacher and a business owner in this world, one of the best things that you can do for your business is to create experiences. So the YouTube channel that you create that gets people into the door of your world is so powerful. And once they get into the door of your world, they're so excited to work with you live, just like this one. I'm creating this experience for you guys. People really want live connection, live interaction. I want that. You want that. Your customers want that. So think of some ways that you can create live experiences for your people where you can show up in like a webinar, though we don't ever call it webinars, everybody. Please don't call it webinars. We call it a masterclass. We call it an insider training. Mark could do an insider training on like fat loss for women in their 40s. So we call it insider training, creating live experiences. So pop in the chat what kind of live experiences you might create for your people. Webinars, 5-day challenges, boot camps, accelerator experiences. So those are really working in 2026. So I've got Paul. Hey, Paul. Paul is in the backstage. And I don't know if Paul, would you like to come up and ask a question? Give me a little thumbs up if you want to come up and ask your question. I think Paul, if you're ready to come on up, I'm going to bring you up, and so that way you can ask your question. Just give me a thumbs up if you're ready. I think that was a thumbs up. Okay, cool. So let me go ahead and add you on the stage. Hey, Paul.
Hey,
What's up? How you doing?
doing great. I've been having a really interesting lifestyle, for many years.
There you go. That's perfect. That looks great. That's perfect.
Can you see me?
Yeah, you sound great. You look great.
Okay.
Everything's
So
working.
this is my quick story. I don't want to hold you back, but
Sure.
I was born in Europe, in Czech Republic, and
Mhm.
so I always dreamed about going to the United States, and I wanted to have a totally different lifestyle than I had in Europe. I was very
Uh-huh.
successful, had a family, kids, house, everything what most of people consider as a success.
Mhm.
And but I didn't really know myself, and I
Mhm.
really felt like I want to really do train. I want to be in excellent shape, and I want to
Mhm.
be completely free. I didn't want to be tied down with any debts and any crazy mortgages. I just want to be completely free and do what I really want to do every day.
Uh-huh.
And so I left everything there and I came to the United States. And I didn't speak any English. I had $200 in my pocket. The
Mhm.
company I flew with lost my luggages. Well, anyhow, the long story short, I ended up in Florida, and I built a business, and then I lost everything after 9/11. And
Mhm.
that time, I was really seeking, really, I wanted to train. That's all what I wanted to do. And so what happened for 3 years, I had the opportunity to do nothing else, only train. I lost business, I lost everything what I had.
Mhm.
I trained, and I was pretty much on the peak. I was 35 years old, and I was winning triathlons, and I did everything what I really wanted to do. But then the problem was with the money. So eventually, I had to go to trucking because I want to travel all over the United States. And so I travel, and I learned how to be in excellent shape even in trucking. Most of truck drivers, when they get truck,
Trucking? Are you talking about driving a truck?
uh-huh.
Okay.
So what I did, I find back then in 2005, 6, 7, there were a lot of Gold's gyms all over the United States. And so I
Mhm.
signed up with the Gold's gym. They gave me a list of all the gyms. And so I was able to work out every day pretty much. Just
Mhm.
before I jumped in the truck, I was working out. And later on, I stopped trucking and I built my own place in Colorado off grid. And I built a glamping site and tiny house. And that's
Mhm.
what I'll do now. I'll travel all over the United States with my camper. I have a toy holder. I have all my toys, all my bicycles and motorcycle, and I
Cool.
and I live
Cool.
off grid. I didn't pay electric bill for about 20
Cool.
years. I've
Cool.
been
So are you wondering if you should pursue a YouTube channel and all this stuff? Is that your
yeah, I've been
question?
doing it. That's the question. Is the reason why I'm talking about it.
Yeah.
Every time I meet somebody, they tell me, "Yeah, this is my dream. I want to live like that.
Uh-huh.
I want to be free. I
Same.
don't."
Same. I have the same experience.
Yeah, everybody wants to be free, and everybody's tired of just,
Sure.
running in the circle and paying up
Sure.
something what that's never gonna be yours anyhow.
Sure. Sure.
And then at the end of your life, you are sick and fat and just don't like your life
Sure.
anyhow.
Sure. So what if you could formulate the question
So
starting
the
the next
question
sentence, what's
is,
my
what am I?
question? Yeah, what is the
Every
question?
time I'm trying to build something, see, like YouTube, I did YouTube's videos, but I don't know. I just never felt like I'm really connected to it. I
Okay.
was like, I'm more personal. I like to be with
Uh-huh.
people in personal level.
Yeah,
I
so
don't
what's your question?
well how to build it because I want to be still free. I don't want to be
Uh-huh.
tied down to some one place and do some kind of
Yeah.
speaking events in one place or be tied down to one company. I don't want to do that. I want to be free,
Uh-huh.
but I'm just trying to figure out how to build it, maybe on YouTube, some kind of platform, make an income out of it.
Oh, okay. So that's the question. How do you make an income from the YouTube stuff? Is that your question?
Well, just generally, not necessarily. Maybe only I wrote a book. It's very popular, so I make some money on online. But
Great.
just make it something will be independent. So
Yeah.
whatever the YouTube, whatever is maybe not. I have a nice website, but I just never made any money off of it.
Okay. Well, here's the cool thing I'm going to share with you that because okay, so I tend to I love the question because I love the question because there's a lot of people in my audience who are with you on that. Like most of my audience members are business owners who are currently in business and they're using YouTube to promote their business. But there's a fair bit, there's some people in my audience who are like you, where you got your thing, you're into it, you want to monetize it and all that stuff. So here's what I'm going to give you. That's not an answer I can tell you directly. I can give you some options, but you know the answer in here. Only you can know the answer. I can't tell you, what to do with your life, basically. But some options I'm going to run off for you is you can monetize your YouTube channel. And that's not my favorite way to monetize, but you could really give your heart and soul to the YouTube videos. And I'm talking about pour your heart into it. The reason I teach about this stuff is because it's truly my passion and I love it so much. And I wouldn't be able to do it the way I do it if I didn't love it. So if you love creating stuff and you love ideating, YouTube alone, it could for you, for your kind of thing, it could be that you get your channel monetized and it's enough money that you don't need to worry about products and services. That would be my first, that's the first kind of thing that's coming to mind. That's the truly free creator, is somebody who doesn't have anything else to worry about. You just make your videos and the AdSense revenue is maybe a couple $1,000s a month. And then if you wanted to create products and services, what I would recommend there is you sit down and you write at the top of a piece of paper, how do I make whatever your target income is without whatever you don't want? And then you write down 30 ideas. Your brain is a magic. Everybody's using AI for all of this stuff. Your brain is actually a magic computer. And I promise that your brain and its connection, the way that, especially you, Paul, the way your brain works, it will come up with 30 different ideas. And then you're going to pick 2 or 3 that you're excited about and you're going to do them. And if they don't work, you're going to do some of the other ones. And if those don't work, you're going to do some of the other ones. So that's my best shot. That's kind of what I'm getting as guidance for you. I hope that's helpful.
Yeah. I just feel like I feel really connected with people on personal level.
Okay.
Not talking to video or some machine.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, kind of. It's all right. Sometimes I guess I have a little fun with it, but if I don't have any reaction from other people,
Uh-huh.
I don't feel like they're actually connected to what I'm saying or what I'm trying to, give
What I
them.
was just pointing to there, where I was saying live events, perhaps you can start hosting some live events in person.
That's the problem. I don't know how to do that.
Well, there you go. So that's your first step. So now what you're going to do is write down on the top of a piece of paper your prompt. This is your homework, Paul. You're going to write down,
Okay.
I want to host live events. Here's what they're going to look like. And then you're going to start getting the steps done. What would it take to do that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I did like speaking events. I did like at those
Great.
open mics evening. I
Awesome.
did a lot of those, but
Awesome.
it was random things. I like to
Yeah.
just
Yeah. So you're not all in. This is what I'm going to close it with this.
Yeah.
You have to be all in or else not. It's either 100% in and really choose it, or you're all the way out. It's not going to work if you're waffling. So you have to just pick a path. No matter, nobody knows if it's going to work or not. So you pick a path, you go with it. And if it's not working in a few months, you just pick a different path, but you do have to choose.
Got it.
You have to be all in, all in.
Yep. That's I think the key. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. But I'm really grateful for your question, Paul, and your story is incredible, and I'm so grateful for hearing about it. I want you to keep in touch and let me know in the comments what you end up doing. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Thanks, Paul. Okay, everybody. So I'm going to share another thing that's working, and then I'm going to get to George. I think George has been waiting a while. So George, I'll get to you in a sec, but I want to share what else is working in 2026. So I want to share this with the YouTube stuff. What I was just alluding to with Paul, this is major. Okay. When I just ended, once again, the universe kind of teed me up, because when I ended it with Paul saying you have to be all in, you really, truly do have to be all in. So there's no shortage of people coming to YouTube, but they're not all the way in. And so I teach a lot about YouTube because it's such a passion of mine, but I also teach about online business because it's such a passion of mine. So you have to be 100% clear on what you're doing here on YouTube. You can always change it. I've pivoted my channel multiple times, but you do have to be clear on any given moment what you're doing. And you also really do have to commit, and give 100% every day to focused energy on this path. There's a lot of people who kind of come to YouTube. I've worked with some really established business owners who are trying to get off of Instagram and onto YouTube. But the problem is they come onto YouTube and then they give it a half-hearted effort. There's also, I have some acquaintances who are so used to TikTok and they're getting like 1% conversion rates on TikTok. And then they come into YouTube and they're kind of dabbling in it and it's not working. And I'm like, of course it's not going to work because you're not all the way in anything in online business and YouTube and even Instagram. If you want to do the Instagram route, which you guys know how I feel about that, if you're not 100,000% in, it's not going to work. And so I'm an extremist with it. I've talked about my extreme ways of doing things on my podcast and here on the channel. I don't have a television, for example. I spend an hour every day reading copywriting books. I geek out on YouTube stuff because I love it so much. So really fall in love with your work, whatever that looks like for you, and really go 1000% in on it and get all the way in on it. Okay. So let me bring George up. Hey, George, you ready? You can give me a little thumbs up if you're ready and I'll bring you up. I think George is ready. If give me a thumbs up if you're ready, George. Okay, cool. I think it's George, right? Am I saying that right?
Yes, yes.
Or is it
Right.
Jorge?
Yeah, my name is Jorge. I am from Bolivia, and
Oh, great.
I am a fan of you. So
Great.
I am very happy to be here.
Oh, thanks for coming. Thanks for coming up, George. What's your question?
Well, I am kind of. Well, I think now I am ready to go all in.
All right.
I have been making some videos. I opened 2 YouTube channels, but
Mhm.
with little videos.
Mhm.
One for my marketing agency.
Mhm.
I am a writer. I wrote 10 books. About
Wow.
the fishes in Bolivia,
Wow.
trees, and several things. And now with this marketing agency, I have around 80 clients.
Mhm.
That most of them are in the tourism sector.
Okay.
They are travel agencies.
Mhm.
So I have made the websites and the videos for them, for maybe around 8 years, these last 8 years, and I think they are very happy with my work, But I have been doing these YouTube videos, teaching different things.
Mhm.
But I got 2,000 views,
That's
sometimes.
great. 2,000 views is good, Jorge.
Yeah, but sometimes also 100 views,
That's okay too. I want everybody to understand. Imagine a room with 100 people in it listening to you.
Yeah. But I have been so busy,
Yeah.
working and doing all of those things.
Mhm.
Around, for example, around 10 years ago, I paint a green screen, in a big wall.
Cool. Cool,
I
cool,
started practicing, and
cool.
now lately I have been talking to the camera myself to just get in Spanish, of course, because my English is not so
So you're
good.
getting comfortable with it and all that stuff? You're getting
I
comfortable?
love it.
Okay, great. I'm glad to
I
hear it.
love it.
So what is it you need help with? What's your question?
Well, I am not too sure which way to go.
Okay.
Which way to go? Because,
Mhm.
for example, when I made some videos about thinking in my clients, the owner of travel agencies,
Mhm.
it works very good, because not many people saw it, but around 5 to 10, I got between 5 or 10 new clients
Mhm.
that call me and tell me, okay, I want to work with you.
Great.
So
Yeah.
that's very good.
That's
But
excellent. That's excellent.
yeah, it is excellent. But also I am kind of I'm going to try to be short. I also I am a reader and a self-student.
Uh-huh.
I have read more than 2,000 books.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
And also I have a lot of different interests.
Uh-huh.
So but I don't know, if I should start probably opening or making efforts in 2 different channels to see what it's going to try,
Yeah.
or just to go all in just my my marketing agency. The name is Riquezas Multimedia, no, in
Yeah.
Spanish, no. So of course that I know, no. I want to talk to travel agencies.
This is actually the eternal battle of those of us who are teachers and leaders Jorge. We have multiple interests. So leave a little something in the comment section. Watch in the comments. I don't know if you can see the comments. Everybody let Jorge know if you have multiple passions and you're like, I don't know what to do. Like, this is the eternal struggle of the leaders in the world. All of us have so many different passions. I'm right there with you. I've probably read I don't know if I've read 2,000 books, but I've read pretty close to 2,000. And so I have lots of interests as well. So here's what I did, Jorge. I created a second channel that's called my second channel. It's called Brenda's Little Channel. And on my little channel, whenever I get something I need to talk about, I put it on my little channel. And so, and then my bigger channel, I have a North Star. So I recommend all of us leaders and business owners, we have a North Star. And the North Star gives us enough wiggle room so I can talk on my channel about some spiritual stuff if it serves my customers. I want to help my customers to make really great money, and I want to help them to do their life's work. So I talk about spiritual stuff if it serves my customers. I talk about mindset stuff if it serves my customers. And I talk about business stuff if it serves my customers. So that's what my channel is all about. I have enough wiggle room on this channel where I can talk about different stuff, but I'm not going to talk about anything on this channel that doesn't serve my North Star. So that's kind of where I would guide you, Jorge. And then if there's anything, like for instance, my little channel, I have certain like obscure spiritual interests. Like for instance, I love something called A Course in Miracles. And it's this book that I really love. And I love talking about the different chapters of the book. And some of my videos are like 65 minutes about one page of a book. And I wouldn't do that on my main channel because it wouldn't serve my business owners. I'm talking to business owners. So that's more or less how I approach it. I wonder what comes up for you with that. Does that help? Is that kind of helpful?
Totally. Well, 2 things.
Yeah.
One, as you said to the last person that was participating,
Mm-hmm.
I think that what you just said is exactly what I was feeling inside myself all this time, but I was struggling. But now you say it, and because I respect you so much because of your trajectory and all that, for me that's the right answer, no? So I'm going to go that way. But one last question, please.
Sure.
About the name of the 2 channels, no?
Yeah.
For example, the channel for my business, no? My business name is Riquezas Multimedia. So I was thinking to rename my my YouTube channel with Riquezas Multimedia with Jorge, no?
I don't know. Say it again. I'm sorry, you cut out a little bit. And so what is the meaning of it? Say it one more time because
okay. In English will be riches, no? Like rich people, like that. Riches because I have made books about agriculture, fishes, something. So and now there is multimedia, no, for my clients, no, because it's
okay, I love it. Yeah.
No? So it is riquezas, no, like rich, no, riquezas.
Yeah.
Multimedia with my name, no, Jorge.
That sounds great. I love it.
No?
That's great.
And the other channel, no, the name, the little channel, as you said, no, it could be with my name, no, Jorge.
I love that. That's great. I love that. That's really good. I like the way that feels. I go a lot by feeling with this stuff, Jorge. So sometimes we do get the answers in our brains, and then sometimes we get it in our body. And especially when it comes to if you're doing the second channel for creative fulfillment, it's really important to not think it too much, to go into the heart space and feel into it. And when you just said that, it felt good to me. I think it feels good.
Well, excellent. I don't want to take more time, but I am very happy because while I was thinking to myself all these years, I was full of doubts. But now that you are saying, no, this
All
thing,
right.
I am very
I'm glad.
with you
We got
now.
good.
This
I'm glad we got to
reassurance,
knock that loose.
I feel that always I knew it inside myself. So now
Yeah.
I'm going all in. No, I'm going to use your script. No, that
All
you
right.
gave me
All
some
right.
music
Good.
videos.
Good.
So
Good. Good. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that, Jorge. Well,
thank
thanks
you.
so much for coming up. Keep in touch in the comment section and join us at one of our live events coming up. We've got breakthrough challenges and all kinds of fun stuff. I think you would love it. I love serving business owners like you in real time. So please join an event if you'd like to hang with me and spend like multiple days with me. I'd love to get deep down in there. Okay.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
So
And
much.
also, if you have some program a pay program that maybe you can help me, it would be awesome. No.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So at brendaturner.com, I have something called the YouTube Profits Program. And that's where business owners come every other week and we post our videos and we get in touch with each other and we watch each other's videos and we talk about business. And it's more or less like a mastermind, but like with a bunch of business owners that you would love.
Incredible. But because I want to make my videos in Spanish, do you think that it could work for me?
Yeah, I think that would be totally fine. There's a translate. There's translators on YouTube. There's like a little translate tab. We have some people in there from Europe who are German students. We've got some people we've got a lot of people we got some people from Spain. So there are some people in there who don't speak English as their native language. But you would have to read the landing page and see if it's a fit. So that's at brendaturner.com/money is where you can see that, or brendaturner.com. So
perfect. Great.
Thanks so much, Jorge.
Very nice talking to you. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Jorge. See you soon. And I'm going to actually get Jean on, or I just added Mark. Hold on. There we go. Okay. Jean's been waiting a little while, so I'm going to take a question from Jean. Let's see here. I'm going to add Jean to the stage. Hey, Jean, can you give me a little, or is it John? Well, we'll find out. If you can give me a little thumbs up if you're ready to come on up. Okay, cool. Let me add you on. Okay. Hey, is it Jean or Jean?
It's Jean.
Jean. Okay, cool. Okay, sorry. Yeah. I'm the Midwest.
No, it's fine. It's fine. So, so glad to be here.
So glad you're here.
Thank you so much. I have a question. It's simply, how do I set my monetizing on YouTube? I try to give it quick.
Yeah. So to get monetized on YouTube, that requires a certain amount of watch hours or a certain amount of subscribers. Mostly it's watch hours. So you're going to have to get your channel watched a certain amount of hours to get your channel monetized.
Yeah, I think what I'm asking is, I don't actually know how the setup goes between the posting of the video to getting the watch to eventually get monetized.
Yeah. So
all
when
I know is you need to get a certain amount of watch. So are you able to, do you have a video, or is there any way to walk through?
Oh yeah. So you're talking about the technical stuff. I actually, so when you post when you get a certain amount of watch hours, YouTube will give you a little banner at the top of your thing and take you to the YouTube studio. And it's like, huzzah, you've been monetized. You'll definitely know. It'll send you an email and all kinds of stuff. I don't usually teach about stuff that can easily be found in the YouTube dashboard. There's nothing wrong. I love that you asked the question, but I don't really love teaching. If I'm being totally honest with you, there are lots of different kinds of YouTube teachers on the internet. And I'm not one of those teachers who can get into I don't like to get super technical. I like to talk more about the strategy and the ideas. And I have a team that helps me with all the tech stuff. So it's been like 16 years since my channel got monetized. So But what I can tell you is you'll know. They'll send you an email and you'll get a little notification, and there will be a little banner at the top of your thing. You can click
Right.
studio and ask and go into your YouTube studio and view it there. And I hope you get monetized soon, John.
I do. I haven't started to post just yet. I've been following your advice, so I'm trying to build some channel. The editing of video takes so long.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
But yeah,
Because you just
yeah, it
started.
takes so
So
long.
that's actually a really good point. Okay, so this is actually helpful for everybody, Jean. Jean is new to YouTube. How long you been at it, Jean?
I would say 3-4 weeks now.
Okay, so when I first started YouTube,
Yeah.
the only editing software that was available was something called Sony Vegas. Have you ever heard of that?
No.
Okay, imagine going into I think you're much younger than me, Jean. So I can't even describe to you. Imagine going into the oldest computer you could possibly find, and it's covered in dust. You got to go. And so I had I had to learn how to edit. And my first couple edits, I wanted to jump out of my skin. I was like so frustrated. I remember hating the whole thing. And I remember feeling like this is terrible. I hate it. I hated it so much. I can't even tell you, everybody. The tech stuff when I first started for like the first 6 months felt like a nightmare. And what I can tell you now, I promise, this is my promise to you. Pinky promise. Put your pinky up, Sean. Pinky promise. I pinky promise that in about 6 months, all of this tech stuff, the editing will go so much faster. The video filming will feel like so easy, and you'll get so good at it. It'll just be like such a breeze. I promise. So practice makes perfect. And I'm really proud of you that you're doing the work. Awesome job.
Thank you. I have other questions, but I don't want to take too much of the platform time. So thank you for that.
If you have another question, you can hit me with another question if you got one. I got a little bit of time
that'd
left.
be great. Thanks. It's to do with strategy then. So
Yeah.
I have obviously I'm trying to launch 2 channels at the same time, but using 2 different approaches. So one is small video tutorial, and another one is actually shorts.
Okay.
But I don't actually know how to get the shorts. I don't know what to do with the shorts once they're made. I don't know how to. I haven't looked into how to link them into something else and how I can bring them into a lead. I don't really know what to do with the video once they're made.
Okay. You're in the online business traps. So I don't do short form content really all that much, and there's a couple reasons I don't do short form content. I don't like short form viewers because short form viewers don't align with my business model. I really, really like to create really good videos that I'm super proud of. I'm not saying that short form videos aren't good, John. It's just, in my opinion, my body of work that I want to create, I want them to be videos that I like. And I just don't like short form videos. That's just my personal opinion. So I don't use short forms. I also, you can take a look at the stats for short form stuff. If your goal is to get some passive income with monetization, which it sounds like maybe that's an aspiration for you, the short form content doesn't pay very well at all. Like at all. There's some acquaintances of mine who have like millions of views on their shorts and they get like $50 a month. So it's not great for monetization. The long form videos, you can actually make great money with the long form content for passive income. And great is relative, but I just don't like short form content. And so I feel like your best strategy is to focus on digging the one deep hole and really give all your energy into the one channel. Don't be tempted to put a bunch of pots on the stove and then you get your energies all over the place. I say one good channel. And then if that channel, you get it off the ground, then do another one. And then if you get that one off the ground, do another one, So that's my advice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. And lastly, if I may.
Yeah.
If I may, what do you think of those channels where you have to pay to access? Because that's another thing that I've had.
Memberships.
thinking at the back of my mind. Yeah, because
Yeah.
of what I'm looking to share is not. It's not to say that it's not. It's just teaching stuff, but it's
Uh-huh.
to almost like to make it more authentic. I'm not really sure. I've never paid a membership to access
What
a
do you,
channel,
what
but
do
I'm
you,
not really sure.
what is your, what's your grand vision for your, this is another thing that's working really well in 2026. If you had a magic wand, I have this is a metal straw. If I could wave a magic wand over you. So I'm going to wave a magic wand over you. What is if you couldn't fail and you could have it any way you wanted it, what does your life's work look like? The perfect, you wake up tomorrow and everything's exactly the way you want it to look.
So what I would want it to be look like.
Yeah.
Ideally one channel actually, if I could just
Uh-huh.
wake up, because maybe I'm just thinking less work.
Yeah. Whatever.
Maybe just-
Don't try to figure it out with your brain. You just got a magic wand and glitter is all flying all over the place. It's perfect. What does it look like?
Yeah, one well worked on established channel that does well,
Uh-huh.
that has a good base of subscribers and viewers, and obviously hopefully financially free too with it.
Okay. Okay, great. Okay. And then what kind of videos does that look like?
So it's tutorial videos to do with teaching, but also more educating
Mhm.
customers into the industry that they're going into.
Great. Okay, great. So hold on to that grandest vision. And I want you to like really think as big as possible. And your vision will likely change and grow and change and grow. Every day I start my day with that, where it's like, if I couldn't fail, what would the perfect day look like? And then I try to live that day. If I couldn't fail, what would my perfect business look like? And then I try to do that with my business. So keep asking that question and you'll be surprised. It's probably going to shape up way different than you're planning. The membership thing, try it out. I think try everything right now when you're first starting out, try it out. And the divine beloved, the universe will course correct. So you might try out a membership and it doesn't do well at all. And then you say, cool, I figured that out. And then you close it and then you try it a different way. The more that you fail, the more that you try stuff and fail and try and fail and try and fail and try and fail and try and fail. That's like another thing that I really love doing is I love failing all the time, because every time that I fail, it's something I learned and then I get to take it to the next step. And so I think try out the membership thing and see how you like it and then go from there. I think do exactly what you just laid out, write it out and start honoring that grand vision that you have.
Thank you so much, Brenda. I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
May you get back in blessing as much as you've given me tonight.
Oh, thanks, John. Thanks so much. It was good being with you
Thank you so
today.
much.
Keep in touch. Keep in touch in the comments. We've got Mercy Wolf. Oh my goodness. Mercy Wolf. Hold on. Let me add you. Can you give me a thumbs up, Mercy? All right. Mercy. Oh my goodness. I'm seeing a
first thing in the
right
morning.
now.
I just woke up and I finally saw an email and it says 5 minutes.
All right. Where are you at? Where are you located?
I'm
right
back in Vietnam.
Oh my goodness.
I've been here 7 months.
All right.
I've got a bit of a crazy story. So
And just for everybody, why I'm freaking out is because Mercy's a client of mine, and she was part of an experience. We had an accelerator that she was in. She's an alum from the accelerator.
And I want to say, if anyone is thinking about working with Brenda, she gave me my start.
All right, thanks,
Mercy.
I did not plant Mercy.
No, and I'm on the verge of monetization now.
All right, great.
Yeah.
Great.
So it's crazy because
you also had that major client win, or you had
so that really helped because I invested in a VA for 3 months and I came back to Vietnam and spent 2 months doing that. And then I started thinking I wanted to be able to talk about my Vietnam journey as well, but I didn't know how to talk about being a health coach with no clients and building a health coaching business in Vietnam. So I'm a health coach. So I decided actually God decided to, I woke up from a dream where God had said, start another YouTube channel. So I
All
did.
right. All right.
So this is the beginning of this year. I woke up the beginning of this year. I'm going to tell this very quickly.
Yeah.
Decided I'm going to post a video every day somewhere. I started TikTok just so I could sort of, I wasn't nervous about, posting. Went viral on TikTok on my 7th post.
No
Then
kidding.
So I made a second channel called One Way Ticket. I just set it up. And then I did a video about coming to Vietnam on a one-way ticket in 2 days. It went viral on TikTok. Then I posted the same video on Instagram. It went viral on Instagram. I've now got like 48,000 followers on Instagram.
That's incredible.
And so now, but the problem that I had, and this is what I was going to ask you about, was suddenly I've got these 2 channels.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a health coach, but all the people that are following me from, so I've got 2 North Stars. One is like metabolic health people, and the other one is people that want to be free, like people my age who want to break free and go to Southeast Asia, but they're too scared to do it by themselves.
Sure.
So I've kind of actually abandoned my health coaching channel, and everything is on One Way Ticket now. And now I'm doing travel content. Now I'm getting people asking me about brand deals. I'm thinking about travel content. It's all sort of going. I'm just going with it. Yeah, but so I just got and then I've been interviewed a couple of times by people in Vietnam.
I'm so excited for you, Mercy. That's great.
Yeah, it's really cool. Like, honestly, I never thought I would, I just couldn't even imagine having 500 subscribers. Now I think I've got 3,600 or something, and
amazing.
Every day it goes up. This is the amazing thing. It's like, even if I'm really inconsistent, this is what I am so happy about. It's like I've actually been pretty inconsistent, which I am.
Yeah.
And I've still managed with like 6 videos to get to 3,500.
And you're talking YouTube, right?
Yeah. And
yeah.
Got a blind kitten too, by the way.
Oh my goodness.
She's actually helped my numbers quite a lot.
I love it.
Finding her name's Miracle.
Oh, I love it so much. So the thing I wanted to just touch on really quick right there is I'm also inconsistent on YouTube. And I've had an online business for 16 years because it really does work. Like, I don't teach about YouTube arbitrarily, I teach about it because it really, really works. And I pivoted multiple times, and I pivoted like you have, like right midstream pivot. And so long as you're, the way that you show up, so long as you're really like, you're full on Mercy. That's another reason I think you're just full on Mercy. So, but so now it sounds like your question is basically, what should you like? What direction you should take? Huh? Is that
I kind of know what direction. Like I was, in the beginning, I was like, okay, well, health is a pillar of freedom, and I feel like I don't really have to talk about health that much because I'm 64, and
yeah,
and right. So they just go, okay, I want you to be my health coach. So I actually have got people like, contacting me. I don't have to bang the drum so much. I guess, so it was like trying to reconcile those things.
I think it's a yes and as well. I think sometimes, especially for people like you and I would probably include myself in this. It's nice for us to have just a clear grasp on like what it is we're selling, of course, and what you want to offer. But when it comes to what you're putting in your content, I think there's like an ethos to Mercy's world where it all does tie in together. Like the travel stuff, it's not necessarily separate from like what you just said, like health is freedom, and it can totally all work. You can also, even in your travel content, you can say, by the way, I'm 64 and I am a metabolic coach too. I talk about health stuff too. And this could also
I do still do that in my intro. I was actually thinking of doing a little ad, like my next video, just going, this video is brought to you by Mercy Wolf, metabolic health coach, and then just talking about my health coaching business.
Yes. I love that. I love that so much. And you might, just like you have that expensive blood where it seems that you attract the really high ticket, the beautiful clients who are wanting the excellent experiences that you can provide because you're really good at that, because you're so well traveled. And so this might dovetail into, hey, do you want to do a metabolic vacation with me? And
I'm planning a retreat, but it's actually not, it's a freedom. I'm going to teach people how to travel by themselves.
I love that so much.
Yeah, it's going to be a whole different kind of a retreat.
Exciting.
Because it's not, I've realized it, that was another problem I had. I realized it's not possible to come to Vietnam and not eat sugar and noodles. Like it is just,
right.
So, you know, that was one of the problems that I was having. So it's like, okay, I'm not doing a health retreat here. It's more like, you know, learn to be free and independent and, you know, travel alone and reinvent yourself basically.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm just, my content is really, the YouTube stuff's about Vietnam and my Instagram is just about my life, and everyone just wants to know what's going on with me and my kitten and where am I going next.
Very cool. Very cool.
So I get to just tell my stories and
very cool.
Yeah, but I thought
and also huge. I'm so proud of you for the fact that you have 3,000 subscribers on YouTube. Like,
and 4,000 watch hours. So I'm just waiting to be monetized now. So it's 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours.
You're so close. You're like I bet you're one Vietnam tour upload away. You just post a little daily vlog and a little a day in the life of a metabolic coach in Vietnam. And that'll probably get you right over the edge. You just need one great upload.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've got the numbers. It's just saying at the back end that I'm.
Oh, yeah. And that won't take long. We have multiple students who just barely, they were like, oh, I wonder when it's, and then it just ticked the minute that you're in that. And it just,
I know. Well, I did an interview a couple of weeks ago with a guy, and his interview went viral because he already had a few subscribers, and he got up to 100,000 views in a couple of days. And so my numbers started jumping, and then everyone started watching all my videos, and then YouTube started showing them to everyone. So now I've got one with like 29,000 views.
I love that.
So it's like, and people like me and people like what I'm doing. It's like, so anyone watching this, like, just, you know, it's hard to believe that it's going to happen, but once it does, you know, the great thing is that the numbers just keep going up. So even if you sort of stop for a week or two, you wake up and you still have more subscribers.
That's right.
Watching, it's like, wow, it's amazing.
That's right. Yeah. And the world deserves to hear from teachers and leaders that are passionate about what they're doing. You know, if you didn't have those videos up, that's a huge loss to the people who got to see a 64-year-old woman who looks like she's 28, 38 or whatever. And seriously, and to see what's possible and to see your journey and all that stuff that you just totally changed lives with. It really does change lives. I'm so passionate about the fact that people like you need to have, you know, have your stuff out there.
And I'm
also partial to the long form. Like
I love the authenticity. So like, I feel like I was really in tune with that, because I kind of ignored a lot of the things. You have to do it like this and upload it this and frequency. And I was like, no, I'm just going to do it my way, and I'm just going to be myself.
But you know, also what I never, you know that I never taught about. I don't ever teach about that kind of stuff in the accelerator. Like I never say you have to upload this many amount of times. I really lean into, okay, what's your message? What are you talking about?
Scaling the coverage.
I love that. That's great. Well, anyway, Mercy, I'm so proud of you. I'm so happy to hear.
I'm so glad to finally come back on a call, and, you know, thank you so much for helping me get started. That was where it all started.
All right. Thanks, Mercy. It was great seeing you, and I hope to see you soon.
Yeah. Thank you.
I'll see you later. Bye, Mercy. And I'm going to wrap up by answering a couple quick questions. I saw some questions in the chat. Let me see here. But Debbie says that her favorite experience was I want to create a live workshop for storytellers in the form of a 3-day challenge. Anybody who's interested in writing a good book, getting some book coaching, Coach Debbie's your girl, and you should go to a challenge that she hosts. And let's see here. There was a question about how do I address hate comments? There it is. What is your strategy of dealing with online hate? I think this is actually a really important question. I'm going to address this. I don't want to end on this question, but I did want to address this really quick because this is a fear of online business owners who are so used to posting on the short form platforms. And I would just like to share, if you're posting on Instagram and TikTok, I'm not telling you guys to not post on Instagram and TikTok. You know, you can do whatever you like, but I've personally found that the comment section on YouTube is so lovely that I get, like, for every 1,000 comments, please feel free to go look at my comment section. I don't really deal with all that much online hate because the YouTube audience is so much better of like the internet. Like, most YouTube comment sections are so good. If you look at the comment section on any YouTube videos, most of them are so positive. So I don't really deal with all that much hate. TikTok is a whole different story. And that's something I've heard from multiple people who post to TikTok and Instagram, that the comments can be really snarly and snaggly. But even then, if you're dealing with negative comments, my best advice is to get the thickest skin you can possibly get and just let it roll right off your back. Let's see here. Can't stick around too long, but wanted to. I'm really did Courtney's closet. Can't stick around too long, but wanted to say love you and say hi quickly. It was so good seeing you, Courtney. Thanks for dropping in and saying hi. I love Courtney. That's actually a childhood friend of mine and a forever sister from another mister. It's 1,000 subs and 4,000 hours. Yeah, we just got a lot of people answering questions and engaging. Oh, Jen says, I have a very unique business. And I'm really struggling to get traction. Any ideas? I help people separate their identity from their personality in order to connect with spiritual being. Oh boy, this is actually really important. And I think this is a really great way to end the session. So when we're talking about what's working in 2026, we have to be super clear. Like, Mercy was a perfect example. I'm so glad Mercy got on here, because Mercy, if she's anything, she's very clear. So Mercy doesn't necessarily always have, just like, she doesn't necessarily always have, sometimes she's talking about fitness stuff. Sometimes she's talking about travel stuff. She doesn't necessarily have one best thing that she is always talking about, but she's clearly communicating what the benefit is. She's really good at clearly conveying what the benefit is. So you have to clearly convey what the benefit is of your products and services. And that right there, Jen, that needs some work, because separate their identity from their personality in order to connect with their spiritual being. That's actually something super common that I see with people who are in the spiritual teachings. If you have a spiritual business, that kind of language is super popular in spiritual business. And that kind of language, it really isn't working in 2026 because it's so vague. It doesn't really, I get it. And I'm not saying it's bad. I'm saying your customers don't get it. So we have to be really clear. And I want everybody who's got something similar to Jen, I want you to get really clear about writing out a sentence that is something your customer has thought in their head. Okay. So you're just going to serve your customers by writing down the actual questions and the issues they're having in their own head. And that's really what's working in 2026. Okay, everybody. So I wanted to wrap up. It's right at the hour, and I just wanted to wrap up the session by thanking you all so much for joining me. I also wanted to mention the YouTube Profits Accelerator, the one that Mercy was saying she loved, the one that I'm so passionate about helping online business owners, just like Jorge. That is now open for enrollment. So you can join me at brendaturner.com/money. And that YouTube Profits Accelerator is a deep, rich container that I help business owners to get their work done in the world. I help you with YouTube, and I also help you with online offerings and promoting and webinars, and basically helping you to do your life's work in a way that really helps your people and drives your profits. And that's at brendaturner.com/money for more information. The price is going up. The price is going up in like 3 days. So right now, if you'd like to lock in at the price that's on the website, brendaturner.com/money, the price is going to be going up. That's not a FOMO tactic. I'm adding a lot more features. I'm adding some more program materials. I'm adding a lot of stuff. So if you'd like to get in there before the prices go up, definitely join us at brendaturner.com/money. It's been lovely being with you today. Thank you so much for your time, everybody. And I'll see you in the next session.